Good evening, Baltimore. You're tuned in to Purple Pulse Radio. I'm your host, Marcus Dean, and folks, we've got a lot to talk about tonight. The Ravens have now dropped 3 of their last 4, and after today's 19-14 heartbreaker against the Titans, they fall to 5-3 on the year.
What?
Yeah, that's right. 3 out of 4. The hot start? It's cooling off real fast, and let's get into it. Rookie quarterback Colt Ramsey, a kid with moxie, no doubt. But tonight, he looked every bit the rookie when it mattered most. Ravens were in the red zone, down by 6, under 2 minutes to go. It's do or die. And what happens? Colt stares down his man, floats a ball over the middle, and boom, interception. Game over.
No! God, please!
It's
no!
a gut punch, Baltimore. The defense kept us in it. The run game, serviceable. But it all came down to one moment, one throw, and we just didn't have it. Now look, I'm not out here ready to bury Colt Ramsey. He's got tools. He's got fire. But this is the NFL. And in this league, if you're in the red zone with the game on the line, you can't make that throw.
Nope.
Not with the season tilting like this. And let's not pretend this is a one-game blip. The Ravens are stumbling. This team was 4-0, looking like AFC contenders, and now they're 5-3, looking like they've lost their identity. All right, I want to hear from you, Ravens flock. Are you sticking with the rookie? Are you putting this one on coaching? Defense? Let's talk about it. Phone lines are open right now. 410-555-9797. Again, that's 410-555-9797. Let's break it down together. Who's to blame? And where do we go from here?
All right, let's go to the phones. We've got Kenny from Dundalk on line 1. Kenny, you're live on Purple Pulse Radio. What's going on?
Oh, Marcus, I can't take it anymore, man. This team is falling apart. Like, the wheels are off the train, it's sliding sideways, and we're headed straight into a wall.
Kenny, it's week 9. Deep breaths, my man.
Week 9? We're 5-3 and can't beat the Titans? The Titans! With that quarterback carousel they got going on? Come on. And don't even get me started on Colt Ramsey. I don't care how many curls he's got in his hair or how many MySpace posts he makes. He threw that game away. Literally.
Yeah, it was a rough throw. Can't argue that.
Rough? It was a gift-wrap special to the Titans. And now what? We play the Steelers next week? The Steelers, Marcus. They're leading the AFC North, they're hungry, they're physical, and they would eat Colt alive and floss with his confidence.
Floss with his confidence. Okay, I'll give you that one. But come on, Kenny. Are you really benching the rookie now?
Yes! Bench him! Sit him down! Get someone! Anyone who won't throw the ball to the other team when it matters. I don't care if it's Baller, a free agent, or someone we drag off the harbor docks. Just not Colt. I can't handle another game like this.
Kenny, listen. Colt's got growing pains, no doubt, but the Ravens drafted him to be the future. You don't throw that away after 8 games, not when he's shown flashes, but I hear your frustration, and I get it. The margin for error in this division is razor thin.
Well, if this team's future is throwing picks in the red zone, then maybe I'll just start watching bowling or something.
That was Kenny from Dundalk, folks, clearly having a peaceful, relaxing Sunday evening. Look, I get it. The loss stings. And yeah, next week's trip to Pittsburgh? That's a mountain. But this team still controls its destiny. We're not dead yet. All right, let's keep it going. Carla from Ellicott City, you're on Purple Pulse Radio. What's the word?
Hi, Marcus. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I gotta be honest. I'm disappointed. This team, they had me dreaming big, you know? Now I feel like I'm watching a beautiful house slowly catch fire.
Yeah, it's been a rough stretch, no doubt.
But I still believe. And you know why?
Lay it on me.
That mullet.
Excuse me?
Colt Ramsey's golden mullet. That thing is a gift from the football gods. It flows like a river of destiny. You don't bench that kind of magic, Marcus.
You're putting the future of the franchise in a haircut.
I absolutely am. That hair has seen things. That hair is going to take us to the playoffs. Maybe not this year, but someday. You can feel it. It's got that 80s quarterback energy. Like if Joe Dirt and Joe Montana had a baby.
All right, Carla. you might be the first person in radio history to deliver a Joe Dirt Joe Montana crossover comp for a rookie QB.
All I'm saying is don't give up yet. Let the kid grow. Let the mullet flow.
Let the kid grow. Let the mullet flow. I'm stealing that, Carla. Thanks for calling. All right, folks, we've officially entered the mullet era. Whether you're burning jerseys or putting your playoff hopes in hair follicles, I want to hear from you. All right, up next we've got Tyrone from West Baltimore. Tyrone, you're on Purple Pulse Radio. What's your take, man?
Marcus, I've been sitting here listening to folks blame the rookie, blame the mullet. Nah, man. This ain't on Colt. This is on the coaching. Top to bottom. I'm talking Kubiak, Peyton, all of them. All of the above. You're telling me we got first and goal, game on the line, and we're calling 3 straight dropbacks for a rookie quarterback against a zone-heavy defense.
All right, I'll bite. What's the issue? Play calling? Game management?
That's not bad play. That's sabotage, Marcus.
Sabotage. That's a strong word. You're telling me Kubiak tanked the red zone offense to make a point?
Look, I'm not supposed to say much, but I got people inside the building, and they've been telling me for weeks the staff doesn't trust Ramsey. This was a setup. They wanted this to happen so they can justify benching him and bringing in a vet. I'm telling you, the locker room politics are real, and Kubiak is playing chess while Colt's out here trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. They ain't setting him up to succeed.
Tyrone, I gotta ask, these sources of yours, any names?
Come on, Marcus. You know I can't drop names on the air. That's how people get frozen out. Just know, I've been right before. You remember the 2002 locker room scuffle? Who called that? This guy. Yeah, if they don't fix the sideline nonsense by next week, Steelers gonna embarrass us on national TV. And then you'll really start hearing the whispers. I'll call you back then.
All right. I don't know if you're a Ravens insider or just watch too much X-Files, but I appreciate the fire. Final thought? Whew, Tyrone's either tapped into something deep or he's got a very creative imagination. Either way, that was entertainment. All right, folks, we've heard the meltdown, the mullet gospel, and the locker room conspiracy theories. We'll take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll break down next week's matchup against Pittsburgh, and I'll tell you what the Ravens have to fix if they want to right the ship.
All right, Ravens flock, let's talk about what's coming next. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not pretty. Next week, our Ravens march into Heinz Field, yeah, I still call it that, to take on the first-place Pittsburgh Steelers, a team that's not just winning games but doing it with an identity. Tough, physical, efficient, everything we used to be. Let's break this down. The Steelers are rolling, winners of 4 straight. They've got a top-5 defense that's feasting on mistakes. They forced more turnovers in the last month than the Ravens have scored red zone touchdowns. TJ Watt, playing like a man possessed. Minkah Fitzpatrick, still roaming. And this secondary, they disguise coverage like a magic act. That's a nightmare cocktail for a rookie quarterback like Colt Ramsey, who just threw a back-breaking pick in the red zone this week. And speaking of quarterbacks, the Steelers have a rookie under center too. But here's the difference. The kid protects the football. He's not flashy. He's not putting up 300-yard games. But he's playing smart. No hero ball. Just surgical, clock-controlling drives, and he lets that run game do the damage. And that run game? Top 5 in the league. 0A running downhill like a truck, and they've got the best guard-center duo in football paving lanes. Our defense has been solid. Don't get me wrong, but they've been spending way too much time on the field lately, and if that continues, they're going to break. So where does that leave the Ravens? In a really tough spot. They're walking into a buzzsaw, on the road, against a division rival, with a rookie QB who's now on the hot seat. The margin for error is non-existent. If Colt makes the same mistakes next week, the game will be over by halftime. Can they win? Sure. Any given Sunday, right? But do I believe they will? If I'm being honest with you, and I always am, no. Not unless this coaching staff cooks up something drastically different and this team plays its cleanest, most physical game of the season. Because if they don't, we're talking 5-4, third in the North, and the spiral really starts. Up next, we'll take a few more of your calls, then I'll give you 3 things the Ravens must change to have even a shot in Pittsburgh. Stay with us. This is Purple Pulse Radio, Baltimore's home for real talk and Ravens football.